What's up, survivors? Welcome back to another beginner's guide episode. Okay, so in this one we're going to be talking about leveling your thralls or your animals, just pretty much leveling your companions. Okay, so just a little open thing here real quick. As you guys can see, I do have a cannibal brute. I actually do have a clip of that. I will be showing you guys that here in a second. Where I got her from, because I did mention it in my taming episode, about where she can potentially spawn, or he, because it can be a male or a female, and I got a female. She is already level 2, well, level 3, but for some reason it's showing level 2. Well, that's mainly because of the way the leveling system works. The mod's a little weird. She starts off, or the cannibal brute starts off with about 400 and something health. And then I gave her the armor from the Exile because he died, which you will see that in the clip. So I will show you guys that here real quick, and then I'll bring you guys back, and then we're going to work on leveling her, and we're also going to do some exploring of this region right here. So I'm going to show you guys a little bit of what's around here and what you can look for, as well as introducing you guys to the Exile capital. Not much of a capital, it's more like a hole in the ground, but I'm going to introduce it to you guys and show you guys what that is all about. All right, so we'll roll the clip real quick of me getting this brute and taming her, just so you guys can see. It did only take like 10 minutes to tame her as a tier 4, which was really fast. All right, guys, see you guys in a hot second.
You were just afraid, I could see it on your face. I don't wanna lie to you, but if we stay we won't be safe. There's nothing in this place, it's dangerous and that's the truth. We could stop and never leave. We can live our lives so easy. Staying here would only drive us insane, only numb the pain of losing our dreams for so long.
Now that that is out of the way, guys, we're gonna get started. Okay, so first thing I want to do is talk a little bit about how their XP works. So I didn't change her weapon. The Cannibal Brute did start with the Iron Warhammer, so I just kept that there. Personally, I like the mace, the one-handed axes, the clubs, or maces should I say, and the two-handed Warhammers. Just because of the bleed effect as well as the sundering effect, which are both really top tier types of skills to have on hand. The armor penetration is just top notch. You can take out things that have extremely high armor, as well as good as taking out undead, skeletons, shellbacks, rock noses, and all kinds of other stuff that you would normally run into from time to time. And that's about it. Also, off the top of the back, as you can see, she has almost 400 armor with the same set, and that has to do with the fact that the cannibals start with the cannibal brutes start with extremely high grit. Now she also gets a 100% grit. This, by the way, the percentage chances is completely random. Okay, so it's not every brute you tame is going to have the same percentages. Some of them might have similar percentages, and you might get a copy and paste of one, but it's completely random. This specific one got 100% roll on grit, so she's going to have extremely high armor, and she also has a high chance of getting strength and agility with a low chance of vitality. So I just gave her gruel, which basically gives her a boost once she takes a little bit of damage. It'll give her a boost. Now, going about leveling your pet or thrall. It's a little different than a mount. They level automatically as long as you're riding them. Pretty self-explanatory in that regards. But when it comes to leveling your pet or thrall, your companion that follows you, you have to get a certain amount of experience. Now, depending on the faction, so like the Cannibal faction or the Exile faction, those specific companions will level faster than like Black Hands or Treasure Hunters or Serpent Followers and things like that. Where are we at? I know where we're at, but okay, we're closer to the capital, so I guess we'll do that first. They'll level faster because they're a lower faction, where a higher faction, like I was saying, like if you start heading like up to this area where you run into more Black Hands, the Black Hands are going to take a little longer than the Cannibals will, which pretty much occupy this region. And then if you head over here to the Sepamaru, City of the Relic Hunters, they take much longer to level up than everybody else. And then if you travel up here to Normheim, New Asgard, they take longer. And then you've got the Forgotten over here, which are pretty much the equivalent of the Normheim and time frame. And then you have the Serpent Followers up here in the volcano, as well as a couple of other dotted factions. You also get some, there's a faction over here as well, in the jungle region that's very similar to the Black Hand and their faction tier. And then you have the bandits of Buccaneers Bay, who are kind of more like Black Hands as well, but they're more like pirates. And they're similar to the Black Hand as well. But what I'm trying to say is that certain factions level faster than others. So like the Cannibal Brute, which is considered a tier 4 fighter, will level much faster than like a Treasure Hunter tier 4 or a Black Hand tier 4, because they have a smaller XP pool. Okay, so they will have a much smaller XP pool, where, you know, like the Cannibal Brute might have, theoretically, I'm just spewing out a number here, this isn't the exact number, but let's just say the Cannibal Brute needed 20,000 experience to get to like from level, I don't know, let's just say from level 4 to level 5, where a named Treasure Hunter from Sepamaru would need like 80,000 experience to get from like level 4 to level 5. Hopefully that helps explain that. And so how do you go about leveling the most effective way? Well, if you're trying to get the most out of your food, you're going to want to try to spread those first few levels out very slowly by killing shellbacks and crocodiles, so that you don't level up your fighter too fast. But you also have to make sure that they take damage, because if they don't take damage, this food buff, even though they have that little hammer there, that food buff will not trigger after they level. Okay, they only get that buff once per level. Okay, basically is how it works. And if they level up again too quickly before they get the buff again, that percentage will not go towards their actual overall percentage buff. So I won't get that 14% for Gruel towards strength. But once you start getting to, let's say, like, you know, once they get to like 5 or 10 where the levels start coming in slower, down here you have their diet. This is basically the food that they will eat from their inventory or from a thrall pot. Okay, and each one of these represents a tier. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, this tier, so 10 represents how much health they get every 3 seconds as long as they are eating this food. So if you have, you know, let's say the pork rinds in their inventory, once every 3 seconds, as long as they have the pork rind buff, they get 1 HP every 3 seconds. Versus the Gruel, which everybody should be using, they get 6 HP every 3 seconds, basically. Roughly. It's not exact science, but that's the rough estimate, is every 3 seconds. On top of their natural healing and stuff like that. Okay, so if you were to give them like Enhanced Gruel or the Exotic Feast, you're looking at 9 health every 3 seconds, or Exotic Feast would be 10 health every 3 seconds. And that's how it works. But each one of these foods also give them a different buff. Like the grilled steak will give them vitality, where the Gruel will give them strength, and the fish over here will give them agility, and so on and so on. So figuring out which foods you would need between each level to give them that buff is very critical. So one thing that you would do with a higher end NPC or a higher end Thrall companion is that you would give them Gruel while they're leveling, when they're getting close. So once they get to like 70 or 80 or 90%, like once you know they're getting close to leveling, you would swap their food out in their inventory with the food that you want to get the extra buff towards their stats. And then you would pull it out of their inventory, but you wouldn't put the Gruel back in, and then you would level them up. And then once they level up with that stat boost from that second food, and then you put the Gruel back in their inventory until they get close to leveling again. That way you always get the correct buff without having to shove food in their inventory to keep their health up, because Gruel is probably the easiest health food to get in the game. So hopefully that kind of explains a little bit how the leveling process works, and my kind of guideline on how to best go about it. The Cannibal Brute is going to level up the fastest out of all the tier 4s, except for the Exile tier 4s, but the Exile tier 4s in my experience are pretty crappy. Because they die very quickly if you don't get them to like level 15 or something like that. But we're going to come up here and we're going to turn this way, and I'm going to show you guys again where we are on the map. So we're just across from our base. We just crossed the river and then we came right up here. So if you come up here and you see this pathway right here, this big mountain with that, like, look over there, and there's some cannibal camp over there. But if you head this way, okay, and if you're looking up at the top right corner, you can see the mini map that I have for the mod. But if you head this way, make sure I got my sleeping bag on my bar. You're actually going to be coming close to the basically the capital of the Exiles. Okay, so it's not so much of a capital as it is a hole in the ground. But something else you have to keep in mind when heading this way is this is also hyena territory. There are going to be lots of hyenas, so be ready to fight if you need to. All right, so right when you get about right here, okay, you'll see what looks like a cave up ahead. That is the Exile camp, or the capital per se. So just for shits and giggles, I'm going to put this down, our sleeping bag right there. So our spawn point is updated, and you can see right now, I can see the Exiles just outside the entrance. So we're going to run in here. Now there's a few things in here. He's bugged. So as you can see, there's the Exiles dead already. Killing them pretty quickly. And he seems to be stuck. So yeah, these guys you can fight really early on in the game. You don't have to be too squeamish in here, but you do have to be a little bit careful. It can get a little dangerous. Now this is a little bit of a graphical bug. I'm going to pull out my torch, and then just going to run down in here. And once you get down here, that is pretty much it. There are 2 major rooms and 1 hallway. The room past this one's going to have the most enemies in it. Now I also, oh yeah, so the other thing I wanted to talk about, and I didn't say this right away, is that not every enemy you kill is going to give you a lot of experience. Humans specifically, like the human factions, give the least amount of XP per kill. It doesn't matter if they are the highest tier human enemy in the game, they will never give more XP than an actual monster or animal kill in the game. Now eventually, of course, like the higher tier humans like the treasure hunters or the forgotten will give more XP than like a crocodile, but you can go kill a white an undead white or wraith or whatever you want to call them. It's not called a wraith, but all right, sorry about that cut there, guys. My daughter walked in the door. She just got back from watching a movie with her friends across the street. Okay. All right, so what was I talking about? Oh yeah, not all kills are created equally, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, oh, my torch broke because I was AFK. Whatever. It's bright in here now. I'm actually going to send her in. I'm going to press E to try to get her to attack from a distance because I want her to take damage so that the gruel will trigger.
I will feast upon you.
There we go. As you can see, oh, there's a dance. Ooh, that was a level 3 dancer. That would have been nice to get. All right. Well, that's a pooper. That was a level 3 dancer. That would have been nice. Gonna grab that. Nothing on any of these guys. We're gonna kill the guys up top. Yeah, real easy to kill. These guys are just exiles. Nothing fancy here. There we go. All right, and that's the first room. There shouldn't be, if I remember correctly, there's nothing to learn here, so you can just move on towards the back. Apologize in the background if you hear my daughter screaming / making a lot of noise. She's singing upstairs. All right, and once you get into here, this is where it gets a little bit harder. I don't know, oh crap, where my person is. Screwing around back there. We've got a level 2 cook and a level 1 blacksmith. There we go. They are dead. Nothing too fancy. Now this is one of the caves where you can, as you can see, she's only gone up by about 2,000 experience after killing all these humans. But if this was like, I could kill 1 crocodile and get like 3,000-4,000 XP. It's a much big difference going after actual animal kills. Okay. Wow. Interesting. Okay, so once you get back here, and I do apologize, I don't have any light. There is a named person in here that you can get. I don't see that person that was screaming at me a second ago. All right, let me grab that. I should be able to fix my nope, I need wood. Okay. All right, so back here, up there by that little spire, there's a chance that you can get a tier 3 or a tier 4 Mitra priest for your Mitra religion. And then as well, there's a chance that you can get a rare NPC right there. I already see him. He's in the back. That guy right there that I just killed. Not him. Yep, him right there. He gives rare equipment that you can get off of him. I believe it's legendary equipment now. I actually want these gas orbs. But this guy right here, Flash Hope, whatever his name is. This is one of the guys. And then this, I believe, was... I'm not sure. But this is the NPC right here. Speaker Azal, whatever his name is. He has a chance of giving legendary armor. You can actually get the full set from him if you keep coming in here and killing him. But this is the legendary hood. It is light armor with agility damage. And then there's a proclamation of Mitra, blah, 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 blah. So nothing too fancy. And then I don't know where she killed. Oh, there they are. Nope, that's not them. I don't know where she killed them. She killed the 2 archers. And then if you come up here, there used to be something in here, but I don't think there is anymore. But this is also, by the way, a really good place to come to get brimstone. There is a ton of brimstone in this cave. Now remember, I am playing on ×3 settings, so you'll probably get like 40 something per node on normal settings, but this place is littered with brimstone along all the walls, the edges. If you come over here, there's a brimstone node. Actually, let me do this. Turn my gamma up real quick. Just a tad bit to help you guys out. So that's all this brimstone here. There's that guy. Brimstone, 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 brimstone. Oh, there's one of the people right there that she killed. So all that brimstone back there that we just saw, all of it here, and so forth. And that's pretty much the Exile capital. You can come in here and farm it. Like I said, you can get the there are some named thralls that you can get in here, crafters and stuff like that. Brimstone, brimstone, like I said, there's good chunks of brimstone all over the place in here. You can get dancers and crafters and all kinds of stuff. All right, so hopefully that helped you guys out a little bit with a good place to go to other than the cannibals. One of the cannibal bases. It's not their main base, but it is one of their ones that they use a ton. All right, so next thing I want to do is cover this area over here where you find one of your first world bosses. So we're going to head over there real quick. Actually, we're going to head this way. There are going to be a lot of hyenas, so be ready to fight. We got to drink some water. Eat some food. So here's some hyenas right here. So just take out these hyenas real fast. There you go. She leveled up. As you can see, it didn't take very long. The second I killed 2 hyenas, we're already that far in. So yeah, like I said, killing creatures and animals will give you so much more XP. You can also find a lot of birds' nests along these ridges and hills. All the hyenas down here saw me, as well as if you walk down in this area, you can see there are 2 hyena whelps down there. You can, and this is right above this lake right here. So they're going to be just down here. So we're just going to jump down here real quick, hit our spacebar to grab the edge on the way down. And we just remember she was at like what, 5k and then 10k. She got 5,000 XP. No, wait, she's getting double XP. It's 2,500. Yeah. So she's getting 5k right now because I have it on 2 times XP. So a lot more than what humans would give. Oh, they saw us. Oh, another one. And she leveled. Level 5. All right. Not doing too bad. Not going to worry about farming them because I want to get down here. All right, so this little lake right here. I mean, if you want to build on it and kill the world boss gator spawn, that's fine. There are about, I think, 3 or 4 other world boss gator spawns on the map, so you don't have to worry about this one. And he is right over there. Oh, and we got some gators coming after us. We might as well kill them real quick. Okay, well, we'll just wait for them to come down. I'll just let her deal with it. Or not. And there we go. Nice, nice, nice. Now, I'm not going to fight it, but I will try to get close. Because he'll probably kill her right now with ease. So I can show you guys just about how much XP or health it has. Because they did reduce the amount of health that they have. So, what is that? 5,600 is how much it has now. Woo, he got a good hit on me. So as you can see, he does hit pretty hard. Although, as you can see, she is going to die from that, so we are just going to tell her to return, and we are going to run. Oh, you're going to need a much stronger Thrall if you want to use Thralls to take this guy on, because he will kill your Thrall. But as you can see, he doesn't hit too hard. He is the weakest of all of the world bosses, so you shouldn't have too much of an issue dealing with him. Oh, I gotta tell her to get over here. She got nicked again. Oh, looks like there's a corrupted shellback right over there. Come on. There she is. Ooh. Yeah, almost half her health. And we never would have killed that. I mean, I probably could have if I was really, really careful and had a lot of healing potions, but yeah, it would have just been a waste of time. Losing our cannibal brute just after we got it. Alright. Alright, and we are back after a little bit of a cut there. Break I had to take for a hot minute. Alright. Okay, now, I leveled up again, but that's fine. She's getting close to leveling. There is, I believe that is a corrupted shellback right here. Yeah, because he's black, a 1 skull corrupted. Should be able to kill him with the brute easily. I mean, I was able to do it with an exile, so it should be fine. She's got gruel and she's level 5 with medium armor. There you go. And she got enough XP to level up. Almost a full level off of that. And then we're gonna grab our pickaxe so we can get that demon blood and potentially gold and silver, but we didn't get any. Lots of demon blood. Again, I'm playing on ×3, so I'm gonna get a lot more than you probably will. Attributes, I do have 2 points. I am going to shove those 2 points into... Oh, I think I'm going to do expertise to get my carry weight up a little bit more, because my carry weight's starting to struggle a little bit. Alright, and she is level 6. Now, I am going to take her out, and I'm going to try my hardest to get her to level 10, so I can show you guys a little bit of what the first perk will look like. The first perk is very RNG. There's actually, it's the first one is the one that you get the most for. What I mean by that, there are way more perks that can randomly be chosen for your first one than there can for your second or third perk. And what I mean by perk is over here. So 10, 15, and 20, you can learn a perk that boosts their stats. Not all of them are good. Like, I've gotten like perks that were specifically designed for agility on a melee character. I got a strength character. And it sucked. It sucked a lot. All right, so I'm gonna take her out and try to finish getting her leveled up a little bit so I can show you guys the first perk. Back again real quick. I figured I might as well touch up on this cave because I did talk about it briefly in another guide when I ran past it. I believe it was in the farming guide. But this is another cave. It is a crocodile cave that you can find right about here at the top of H4. You'll see a ghost trying to walk in, she'll appear a little bit past these cactuses. She might not appear right now because she just did a minute ago for me. She's like right about here is where she appears, and you'll hear that whole humming sound, and then you'll see her walking in. This cave does have a 3-skull crocodile inside of it, which is actually a little bit easier to kill than the world boss one outside. It is a weaker version of the world boss one. You can also find brimstone in here as well, which is another one of the places you can come to find brimstone. I'll worry about farming that later. But for now, we're going to run down here. I just want to show you guys this cave real fast. So you can see there are gators down here. So you can get corrupted gators as well. So you got to make sure to keep an eye out for those. There you go. She's now level 7. Awesome. And I did level up again while trying to level up her. So that's the first batch, and then you'll travel through this little corridor right here. And then you'll kill any gators that might be in the hallway. If you're lucky, there shouldn't be any. And then right back there, you can kind of see him sitting there, is the boss gator for this cave. And here they come. They saw us. As you can see, this guy has way less health than the world boss gator. He's only a 1 skull and only has about 700 something health. You still need to be careful. He hits like a freight train. And he might kill your person, so... And there we go. Follower leveled up to level 8, and he's dead. He is pretty easy to kill. Like I said, he is just a 1 skull gator. A lot easier to kill than the other one. And you can get a jagged piece off of him. So you get the jagged scorched stone piece, which is used for the storyline. So, and as you can see, she's now level 8. She got beat up pretty hard, so he does hit pretty hard. You're definitely going to want, as you can see, between 800 to 1,000 health with medium armor and a good melee weapon. And then there's more brimstone back here. And then the... well, maybe one day they'll actually have something for this, but who knows. And then more brimstone. Of course, all the gators you killed, more brimstone, and that's pretty much about it. As far as I'm aware, I don't think there was anything in here to talk to. At least I don't remember there being anything in here to talk to. Yeah. Okay. And that's the crocodile cave. Really, like I said, really easy to kill. You can, this is like your first, one of your other first mini bosses you can fight. Not really world boss level, but don't be scared of him. He, as you can see, he is not that hard to kill. But it is a good cave to come into for some easy crocodile hide, some brimstone, XP for your Thrall. Get yourself one of the jagged pieces, the scorched stone pieces that you'll need later on for the story. Not that that's important right now. We'll cover that later. And then I'm going to go out and try to get her a couple more levels here so I can show you guys the first perk that she gets, which I said is completely random. Oh, there's your ghost. You know what? Let me turn down my gamma now because we're going blind looking at that. Right, so the next thing I want to cover is silk. This is another thing that you can find in this region up in this area. And you can find it right up here, right above the Galliman's tomb, which is the Gator's tomb. So right up in this area on these cliff tops here, all around here, you find spiders. I previously touched up on this area when I was talking about getting the coal. But if you head further up here, you can run into your first spider. Now, these are a little bit more tougher than your average cave spiders that you'll run into. This one right here has like 300 something health, and as you can see, they are heavy resistance to damage, unless you are using a weapon that will reduce their armor. So that's why blunt weapons like maces and hammers are really, really good to have in any fighting combo. So that way you can do a lot of damage and get them dead quick. But if you have a sickle on you, I highly, highly recommend you have a sickle when doing this. You'll get way more. Let me just show you real quick without the sickle. So if I walk up and I press the button, 3. Well, I got 9 that time, 6 that time. So as you can see, and then if I walk up here with the sickle and I hit it, 24, 27, 27. So you get way more gossamer. So this is gossamer, which is what you use to make silk. And then, of course, like I said, you can also find more coal up here. But if you also take your sickle to the dead spider, you also get gossamer for doing that as well. You actually get a real good, decent amount of it. So don't be afraid to pull out your sickle and whack the spiders with it. Honestly, it is the only important item. You can throw out everything else and call it a day. You are going to need the gossamer, aka silk, for making variants of different types of items in the game. But one of the biggest ones, which is new, is the clan banners and emblems and stuff like that. And you'll need a good chunk of it if you want to build a lot of them. I believe it takes like 30 silk. So, but if you go into your inventory up here in the top right hand corner, you can actually craft it in your inventory. So it takes 2 gossamer to make 1 silk. And then obviously it's crafting uber fast because I have my crafting speed turned up to max just for the sake of the series. It will not go by this fast. So there we go. We have 177. And then you can go up here as well. There should be a little bit. But if you come all the way up here, you can find even more along these edges. So along with more coal, just deal with the spooters. Just remember, also they do poison you, so just be wary of that. You can kind of use the other spiders as shields if you feel like you're about to get shot at. These spiders don't hit very hard, so you should be okay. If you've, even in light armor, you should be okay. I do highly recommend having at least an iron level tool or an iron level weapon when fighting these spiders, because the stone ones will not do a lot of damage. She's level 9 now. She's over here struggling. And we're gonna harvest all these spiders for their gossamer. Am I webbed? Yes, I was webbed because I was standing in an old web. We'll let our auto heal us up real quick. There we go. And then if we come over here, there should be some more on the ground. Oh, nope, maybe there wasn't. Maybe I'm in the wrong spot. But you guys get the idea. You just look for these big spider webs like this. Now, there is a world boss spider higher up. I highly recommend you avoid that at all costs. It is not on the same level as the gator. It will hurt a lot. Okay. And then if you travel just past this ridge here, over there to this other side over there, you can find tons more spiders and more gossamer. And then if you travel up here, you can keep going a little higher. You don't have to worry about the world boss spider just yet. He's up there by that spire just past the ridge right there.
Your heart will eat.
Oh yeah, this thing's gonna roll down the hill. There we go, got it. All right, let me get rid of this stuff here. Then we're gonna sit here, we're gonna craft all that, get some more silk made up. Yeah, and then there's some more silk and gossamer over there. And then if you head this way, you can run into a small Dafari camp over here. Nothing too crazy with this camp. Like I said, you can find some more silk and gossamer down there. So it doesn't hurt to go down there. We'll mess with these Dafari real quick. I believe you can get a Yogg priest here. He should be standing right back. Yep, that's him right there. If you there we go. So yeah, there's the Yogg priest. So if you want to get yourself like a tier 1, I believe you can get up to a tier 3 here. I don't think you can get a tier 4. But that's the Yogg priest. Nothing fancy there. What do we got here? We got a Dafari carpenter, as well as a fighter. Get rid of them real fast. Yep, get rid of them. And then just a box right here. And there's some more people in the back. Looked at some stone spears. I'll take those arrows. And then there is 2 people over here. Yep, 2 people. No, 1 person. Oh, where'd the other one go? And now she's dead. Awesome. As you can see, there are some more places over there that you can farm silk. There's some silk down there you can get. Tons of it. All right. And then that's that camp right there. Galliman's Overlook. Gilman's Overlook. Galliman's Overlook. Whatever you want to call it. How you pronounce it. Whatever. And then if we head all the way over here... Lovely stamina. Now, yes, I know I could have brought my horse, but honestly, getting on and off my horse every couple of seconds for this would have just been boring. How is she doing? Getting close to level 10. Okay. Oh, there's some silk. You can actually see it right there in front of those spiders. Alright, so if you head up here, there's going to be more spiders, but there's also going to be the world boss spider. Again, like I said, you're okay if you come up on this side. But if you go over there by that spire, it's just a standalone over there, that's where you'll run into the world boss spider. Again, I highly recommend you avoid it at all costs. There we go. Got rid of him. Oh, wrong one. Let's craft some more of that. Awesome. We got a little over 500 now, which is really good. A good starting point. And there's going to be more spiders, more gossamer. Like I said, it's all over the place up here. This is not the only place you can get it as well. You can actually head over here to this area right here. So if you head over to, what is this, M4 on the map. Now this is going to be a little bit of a harder zone, but this is also a spider nest as well. And you can also find another world boss spider over there as well. But these are the 2 biggest zones where you can find gossamer. And then if we just head this way, should be able to see the world boss spider. He might be on the other side of that. Yep, there he is right there. Big giant tarantula over there. There's some more gossamer right here. Whole bunch of it. right, and there you go. That is the world boss spider right over there. We're, like I said, we're not gonna mess with it right now, but he is over here. You can also find another Dafari camp right up the hill, right over there. And then there's going to be some more spider stuff over this way, and then some hyenas over in this area, but we're not going to cover all that. I think that's going to cover most of what I wanted to talk about today. I just wanted to try to cover this region a little bit and talk a little bit about it, what you're in for, what I feel is the stuff to keep an eye out for, how to farm silk, and all of that. So anyways, guys, I hope this guide was informational and helpful for you if you were curious about like the Exile capital or silk and how to get it, as well as the gators, the world bosses, and just how tough they are. Hopefully this gives you guys somewhat of an idea of what you're looking forward to as you progress. And hopefully you guys are, you know, if there are you guys out there that are, you know, obviously you're watching this and you're way further ahead, you know, just understand that I'm getting these out as quickly as I can. I'm going to try to cover every region as I move through them, and slowly push to, you know, all the different directions and try to cover as much as possible. So please, if there is something that you want me to dive into a little bit more deeply and in depth, please just post it down below in the comments. That way I can try to set up a time to put together a little bit more of an informational guide about something. But other than that, guys, remember, be respectful, and don't forget to put that thumbs up button, and I will see you guys in the next guide. All right, take care and good luck out there. All right, guys, I forgot to show you guys the level up. As you can see, she jumped massively just now with health. Oh, let me kill off these gators real fast. All right, so like I was gonna say, I forgot to show you guys the perk for her level 10. As you can see, she jumped about, what, almost 400 plus health just now when she hit level 10. And that's probably because of her perk, which we actually got a really good perk for her. We got the Thick Skull perk, which gives her vitality and grit. So it already builds upon her already good grit. So she has extremely good armor. And it also builds on her vitality, so it helps give her that nice big boost. So she already has 1400 health, and she's already sitting on almost 500 armor already with medium health armor. Of course, she does have an extra plus 100 because of her armor, so technically it's like 1300 something. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that real quick because I did say I was going to do that and I kind of forgot to.